Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New construction
Reporting.
options.
Agreed. Very well. Very well. Of course.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. New construction options.
Report acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Agreed.
Building.
Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
A-bomb launch
Affirmative.
detected.
At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. At once.
Our base is under
Affirmative.
attack. Construction complete.
Affirmative.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Preparing. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
New construction options. Building.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. At once. Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Insufficient funds. Building.
Reporting.
New construction
Acknowledged.
options.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Reporting. Waiting order. Affirmative, comrade.
Preparing.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit repaired. Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Insufficient funds. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Repairing. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Unit repaired. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. At once. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Of course. At once.
Our base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Comrade.
Unit ready. Building. Repairing.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Centuries we have waited to emerge from the shadows, and now we will make ourselves known.
Soon we will stand. Soon we will stand. Soon we will stand invincible. Soon we will stand. Soon we will stand. Soon
Yes,
we
sir.
will stand invincible.
At once.
If you
Very well.
fail,
Repairing.
do not return.
No prisoners. No.
Construction complete. Unit repaired.
Fail. Do not return.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade, affirmative.
A-bomb launch detected. Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Building. Unit repaired. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting, affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Preparing. Unit prepared.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. At once. Affirmative. Very well.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Construction complete. Unit repaired. Building. Repairing. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Unit ready. Building. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Cannot deploy here. New construction options. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative.
Is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Base is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Building. Spy plane ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
A-bomb launch detected.
Comrade, affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Select target. Construction complete.
Awaiting acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting or acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once. At once.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit ready.
At once.
Building.
Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Very well.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Very well.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Preparing. Preparing.
Waiting orders. Very well. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Preparing. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Preparing.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Our base
Acknowledged.
is under attack. Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
A-bomb
Affirmative.
launch detected. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Select target. Unit ready. Training. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Preparing.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit ready.
At once.
Building. Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Agreed.
Preparing.
Report. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Repairing. Unit ready. Building. Insufficient funds.
Waiting order. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Report affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed.
Construction
Affirmative once.
complete.
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. At once.
Unit
Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Waiting order. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade, acknowledged. Waiting order. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Comrade, acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Base
Acknowledged.
is under attack. Repairing.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Very well, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Very well. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Very well. Reporting.
Unit lost.
At once.
Unit lost.
At once.
Select target.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Our base is
Acknowledged.
under attack. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting.
Training.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
A-bomb
Ready and
launch
waiting.
detected. Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Comrade, acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting order. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit repaired. Objective met. Unit ready. Building. Warning, 1 minute remaining.
Comrade. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Yes,
Our
sir.
base is under attack.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Unit ready. Building. Unit prepared.
Reporting. Affirmative. Comrade, affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative. Awaiting
Yes, sir.
orders.
Spy plane ready.
At once.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Reporting. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Prepare. Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Unit prepared.
Report. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Select target. Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Warning. 1
Acknowledged.
unit remaining.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Base is under attack.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
A-bomb launch detected.
Affirmative.
Preparing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit prepared. Preparing.
Comrade, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Preparing.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Acknowledged.
Select target.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
prepared.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Comrade, acknowledged. Comrade, acknowledged.
Preparing.
Yes, sir.
Spy plane ready. Unit prepared.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Preparing. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Agreed.
Training.
At once.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Agreed.
Training.
Very well.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Insufficient
once.
funds.
Affirmative. Agreed. Of course. At once. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. Affirmative. Of course. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Warning.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. A-bomb
Affirmative.
detected.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Soon we will
Acknowledged.
soon we will
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Objective met.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.